welcome back to the channel, Spicy Squad. Today we're doing a vlog. Basically, you're joining me on this fine day in December, and if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Lali. I'm riding 2019 MT-07 named Spicy Boy. My goal is to create community and make friends and go on adventures, so if that sounds like a good time to you, please consider subscribing. I have some updates to tell you guys about every once in a while. I like to do some like life updates, channel updates, a vlog type of thing. This one I think is going to be a little bit of a loaded one. Yeah, buckle in. And I don't have a whole lot of time to film this because I have a couple of meetings I need to get to afterwards. So sorry if I don't sound very professional on camera. I'm trying my best. So if you remember a couple of months ago, I was telling you some like updates about my PhD. We've got a whole lot of money to basically expand the cohort that we are working on with leukemia, and the samples we were waiting for, which was we were waiting for these mice to develop leukemia so that we could harvest their cells. They finally got sick. It took a lot longer than we expected they would. It was going to be around like 6 weeks and it took about 3 months. Not quite what I wanted, unfortunately. I'm still hoping to be on track to like defend my PhD in February or something like that. We have 30 to go through and I've only processed about 6 so far. But I'm gonna have a committee meeting next week. So committee meetings, if you don't know, in graduate school are basically you meet with a bunch of doctors, professors, whoever's on your committee, and they tell you what work they think you have to do, what other experiments you might need to do, how they think you're getting on, and they give you advice to proceed forward. And so I'm going to present my timeline to them. The project is actually it's honestly special. It's pretty novel. We found some great things, and the results are going to a good cause, which is pediatric leukemia. So I don't want to just dump the project without it being finished, even if I have to find somebody else to continue the project after me, or at least leave them on a good starting position to pick up where I left off. So I'm not just gonna be done in February and then completely abandon this project. Basically, what I was telling you last time, I made this update vlog saying, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna graduate soon. And I've kind of been MIA for the last couple of days on both Instagram and YouTube because of that reason, because I knew it was coming. So yeah, I'm hunkering down to write. Well, I have been writing. I have like maybe a third of the way through the thesis, like 50 some pages in. I'm hoping to get somewhere towards 200. I feel like when I get to 200, I'll have said everything I need to say. So yeah, long story short, the PhD is coming up soon. I'll be Dr. Lali hopefully soon. Okay, guys, when I get it, everyone has to call me Dr. Lali, but only for one day, and then I'm over it. Just one day. Let me have my one day to shine. Of all the things I've done in my life, I think the PhD is the one that I'm truly proud of. Like, not my master's, not my bachelor's, not like a high school diploma. I was like, those are easy, but this one took some life out of me. So I'm proud of this one if I make it through. But on that note, I think that's a bad personality trait to have, actually. Like, where you don't celebrate your wins, like you diminish your wins and you emphasize your losses. I do that a lot. There's got to be some psychology term for this. Diminishing, minimizing, catastrophizing. I have no idea. There's a lot of terms. Downplaying your achievements. I guess there we go. I tend to do that a lot. I have been getting better though, so that's the important part. The improvement part is important. Okay, let's switch on to after graduation. I've been meaning to make this vlog to talk about this topic for a while now. Tell you what my plans are for the channel after I'm done. Basically, I want my life to revolve around things that make me happy and not corporate America, which is something strange, I think, to hear someone with an advanced degree say, but I don't think that's the case. Sometimes the less traveled path is a lot more interesting, and I definitely don't want to go down the traditional path that a lot of PhD students follow, which is either after they graduate, they go into become professors or, teach, or they get just corporate America jobs that require PhDs. So there are those as well. And they sit down in an office and they do whatever it is they need to do. I kind of don't like that. I don't want that for myself. So I'm kind of willing to trade a lot of things and sacrifice a lot of things in order to not have to do that. I never know if there's gravel in this corner. I really don't. And then sometimes people cut this line right here. They'll like cross a double yellow pretty closely. So I'm wary of it. Had a close call there before. Yeah, so I'm willing to sacrifice a decent amount of things in order to not have to be in that office 5 days a week, traditional 9 to 5 kind of thing. I much prefer to work from home where I have the liberty to do things at my own pace, and if I'm finished with everything I need to be finished for the day in 3 hours, then I'm finished in 3 hours and the rest of the day is mine. I can be very efficient if I have the motivation to do it. So the work from home idea is very ideal to me, and because I'm in the field of bioinformatics, that's what my PhD is, and it's basically computer science for biology. That's what bioinformatics is. So computational biology. It kind of lends itself very well to being a remote work from home type of job, because you could just remote into like the high performance computing cluster that whatever company you're working for is using and do all your analysis and everything you need to do from home. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards doing, or if not that, something like a medical science liaison where I'm a bridge between the scientists that do like traditional benchwork biology and the people that do like hard computer science, because sometimes those two professions are not, they don't understand each other very well because they have different goals, right? The computer people want to program and the biology people want to answer hypotheses. So basically a medical science liaison bridges the gap between those two people. As someone who understands both biology and computer science, that would be helpful. That would be nice. So if you know anybody that's hiring for something like that and wants a remote worker, you let them know. I'm a smart cookie and ready. The reason I want to do that is because I want to travel, and I want to travel in the context of motorcycles. So where I can, I will be taking Spicy Boy with me, whether that means loading him onto a motorcycle trailer or riding him to a different location. My plan was to start with the East Coast of the United States, but it wasn't really a hard and fast rule. That's just where I thought it would be easiest to start. But in theory, I could start anywhere. And since you guys know, I like making friends in different places. I like creating community. I'm like a happy, easygoing, positive type of person, so I get along with a lot of people that have absolutely nothing to do with me. Have you guys seen the vlog with Shade Tree? There could not be two more different people absolutely getting along wonderfully. That was a great vlog. I'll leave that linked if you want to check it out. So it makes me happy to basically create adventures and go experience new places, meet new people like that. And because of moto vlogging, I have been able to do that so far. You know, for example, MotoFest down in Texas with Revzilla. I've had so many cool moto vloggers there. That was an awesome weekend. I've made so many great friends through moto vlogging, and I want to continue doing that. I don't know. I don't think this light is going to pick me up. I think I'm just going to go right because I think there's no point waiting at this light. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed, once you get like out of school environment where you're kind of paired with everybody together that's like what doing one thing as you, it's easy to make friends like that when you're in college. But after you become an adult, you really do have to make it a priority if you want to continue to make friends. Because of moto vlogging, I've never experienced that like weird phase where like, oh, I can't make friends as easily anymore because I'm done with college or I'm done with high school. No, like you still have motorcycles, which is actually a sport that really is unifying for a lot of people. So I do not want to give that up in my life by restricting myself with like a job that has me be in one place and nowhere else, because motorcycles, they're meant to be ridden. They're meant to be ridden all over the place, and you're meant to explore the world with them. We'll definitely want to go to different places in the United States, across the world, and try my hardest to ride motorcycles and continue to have adventures. I really want to hold myself to that, and I hope that with your help that will also be possible, because if you want to do that, or if you want to and can't do that, I would love to be that liaison. I would love to be that bridge for you, at least be able to see it behind the lens. Like, I live vicariously through so many other YouTubers, it's insane. And I love it. They make me feel great. So why not do the same for other people? Do you guys watch Itchy Boots? Oh my god, that girl's amazing. She goes literally all over the world. If you ever have like a boring night in and you want to feel not so boring, just go watch one of her videos. They'll perk you right up. So a couple of months ago, back in September, I was in Romania. I was visiting family, and it was the first time I had been back since COVID. Yeah, if you're new around here, hello. I'm Romanian, was born there. I went to visit family for the first time in 3 years because of COVID. Couldn't go back for a while. And I absolutely forgot how much I liked being there when I was there. Unfortunately, because of a family tragedy afterwards, I had to be back there a month later. So, but even the second time I was back there at the end of October, I was like, damn it, I like being back here. I miss it. So in the context of me still wanting to travel and ride motorcycles, like I knew I was going to end up overseas at some point. I just didn't know where. I think Romania is a good place to start, so I might also head there. I need to get my ID renewed because it has since expired, but it doesn't matter. You can get it renewed, and once I do that, I will officially be able to buy a motorcycle. I think that's all you need is just citizenship in Romania to be able to register a motorcycle, which I have. And then I can apply for a international driver's license through the AAA, which is a pretty simple process as far as I've looked into it, and then I'll be able to ride over there. I literally have found there's a nearby town to where I live called Gherla, and there's a shop there, and I had never realized that they were so close to my hometown. So I've kind of been like scoping out their showroom online to see what motorcycles they have, and honestly, they're not bad. Like, there's some stuff in there that I'm like, $5 for this? Hell yeah, I'll take it. I've saved up money from this channel specifically to put back into this channel, so that's awesome because I'm seriously considering buying a motorcycle to have in Europe. Well, to have in Romania, but if I have it in Romania, I'll have it anywhere in the EU. But we do have a garage, so it's not like I won't have a place to keep it. Or if any of my friends in Romania want to ride it while I'm not there, that's also fine. I had asked in a video, like half jokingly, I was like, haha, what motorcycle should I get for when I go back to Romania? And half of you like made joking suggestions, and then the other half like gave me serious advice. And I'm like, yeah, good. You guys are into this. I don't know exactly when that will happen, but I know it's something that I want to happen. The other times that I have pretty much spoken something that I've wanted like into existence, whether I've done it on camera, and oftentimes I have done it on camera out loud to myself, it's happened. I've spoken it into existence, and I'm wondering if there's something behind that. It's something behind the fact of you say your goals out loud. I don't know, maybe it holds you accountable or something. When I've spoken things into existence, they tend to happen. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys what my game plan is, kind of like the rough draft outline. Some parts I have planned in my head out in more detail, and some parts are a little bit more vague. That's okay. That's part of the adventure, is figuring it out as you go, right? It's about the journey, not the destination. Is this guy gonna yield? And as always, you guys, I always appreciate the nice comments, the likes, the shares, everything that you guys do for me. The channel members, huge shout out to you guys, and also my patrons. You guys can always support me through Patreon, through channel membership. I'd love to have you by my side along the way, because I know if you're by my side, maybe one day, that feeling of adventure will rub off onto you as well. And maybe you'll also want to travel and ride your motorcycle more. That was like an evil laugh, but also like a serious laugh. Go out there and ride. Like, seriously, go out there and ride. Look, I'm out here in December. My fingers are freezing, but I'm still riding. It makes me happy. Thank you all for watching, and I will see my spicy squad in the next one.